Welcome to Leza Live. I'm Barry, your guest host today. Leza's out today, and we have a house full of people. We got Matt Hinshaw over here. We got Drew Imity in the sound booth, and my special guest today, one of my favorite people. You might as well just be my favorite person, at least for the next hour.
We're going to be each other's favorites.
We're
All the
our
favorites
favorites.
are
You know
in this
exactly.
room.
Drew and I are taking this very personally.
Yeah, I know. Well,
but I
We're all
understand.
gonna
Thanks,
be the
guys.
favorites.
I mean, Candace is one of my favorites too. So,
I brought you food, so hold on.
well, you're actually one of my favorites.
There you go. See, exactly. My guest today is the lovely Candace Devine.
Hello, hello. This is always so much fun.
I know. So, Matt, in case you don't know,
I don't know a lot.
Well,
so.
Candace is basically my Joan Rivers. Is Joan Rivers to my Johnny Carson.
Joan
That's-
Rivers to Johnny Carson.
That's
all right.
our stick.
That's the moniker.
The moniker.
I was thinking more like the other guy that sits on the side. Is
Oh, Ed
you.
McMahon?
Ed McMahon. Yeah, I was thinking you were more Ed McMahon.
And
she's
she is-
more Johnny Carson.
Or maybe Joan
style.
Rivers.
Or Joan Rivers. Yeah.
Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
listen,
it's-
all we're talking about is greatness, so I'll take
Yeah.
any of it.
So, anyways, let's get this started. Hey, a lot going on this weekend. How was your week, by the way?
It's
Anything
been a
fun,
rough
exciting?
week, man.
It's Friday.
It's been a rough week. I had to get
Thank
my
the
mom.
heavens it's
I was
Friday.
out.
Wait
you
a
know,
minute. Wait. It was rough because your mom was visiting?
No,
Is that
well,
what
I
you're
had to
saying?
go get her, and
Sorry,
it's been
Mom.
difficult having her here. She's asleep,
It's
I
been
think, still.
difficult having her here.
Well, she's hard to move around and stuff, and
Right.
I love my mom to death.
right.
That's why she's here. But
So it
it's
should be
difficult.
effortless. It should be effortless.
No, it's just you gotta add another half hour to anything you do. That's
I do
all.
that too. I do that also.
So, but
I do it
yeah,
in my personal life.
yeah, but I don't have to push you around
That's true. Well,
yet.
yeah, exactly.
I gotta be honest. I'm ready to jumpstart that train. I'll sit in a chair and let people push me
know.
around. I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm so tired of walking.
we were talking about this beforehand. How this year has been just like drudge. It's just like so long.
so
And I think
long.
like this week is the first time I literally said, "I'm starting to feel old."
Don't say those words ever.
I'm going to bed
Don't
at
say
like
those words
8:30. I'm like, this is ridiculous. What is going on with me?
I had a friend come visit me. She ended up staying for about a week last week, and she's a professional dancer. She has danced with every major artist you could name. She's brilliant, and she came to visit us, and we were like at 8:30. We're all, okay, so we go to bed now. And she's looking at us like, you are not the people I used to know. And I was like, yeah, but when we get up at 6 or 5:50 and we wake you up, you're going to be like, yeah, that 8:39 p.m. thing is real,
it's looking really good.
real lovely.
I'm liking that. Well, the reason Lisa's not here, our thoughts are with her and her family because they unfortunately are putting their dog Lulu down today.
Oh.
Lulu's,
Yeah.
they've had her for
That was my dog's
16 years.
name.
Your dog's name is Lulu?
I
Was.
also had to let her
Yeah.
cross the rainbow.
So that's why I'm here, in case you're wondering. She'll be back on Monday, so don't worry. This is a
that's
one-time.
so hard though.
This is a one and done. This is a one and done.
So he says right now.
If I get through the
Yes.
if we get through the whole thing. Well, listen, a couple things going on. One is right now down at City Hall, they're doing the vote with the Prescott Preservation Commission on the final approval of that new building that's going to take the place of City Hall.
The old city hall.
The old City Hall, exactly. And that's happening right now as we speak. And I'm curious to see, what are your thoughts on that, Big? Any
I know. I
thoughts
was
on
just
that?
going to ask you, Bill. It's like, how
Any
do you feel
thoughts?
about it?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to upset the listeners because we usually don't talk about this stuff.
Oh,
but
that's okay. Well-
I'll just say, if it's not bigger than the post office next door and it revitalizes and brings some rooftop dining or something like that, I think that'd be good.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not super opposed to it.
Well, I like the idea of something positive going in there.
Yeah, me too.
And I have my, feelings pro and con on this, but I'm hoping that, whatever the vote is today, that it comes out that something that is beneficial to downtown and is really an addition and doesn't subtract from the current
Charm and the
charm.
personality of-
Yeah,
yeah.
that's my only concern.
I think, as Prescott is moving into a new year and even just a new decade of people, we've grown, it's
Right.
inevitable. I think there are going to be lots of things that start to come into fruition that have pros and cons, but I think it's a matter of if the pros outweigh the cons and if it's something that in the long run can create some additional stuff going on in downtown, that could be cool.
Yeah, it's always exciting. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the process itself is kind of interesting how it goes.
Yeah.
And I'm really pleased that the commission and city council in general has put so much thought into this.
Yeah,
And
and
it
taken
wasn't
time.
an immediate, like, boom, you can have it. So I'm hoping that the collective intellect that is driving this thing is to our benefit. Let's
I
put it
hope
that
so,
way.
to the community. Listen, as somebody who brings a big event to Prescott, I think the thing that we collectively need to think about is is the whole. We have
Right.
people of every age demographic. We have people of every kind of background. And although it's very easy for any of us to get in our lane and go, well, this me personally, me.
Right.
Sometimes we also need to get on a broader lens and go, can this benefit, whether it's through tax dollars, bed tax, can it benefit the community as a whole?
And it's a perfect example of putting our own personal agendas aside and really looking at the big picture.
Yeah.
So with that, we're done with that part of the
Yeah, let's
conversation.
move
Let's
on.
move on.
What
Let's
about Drew?
What about Drew?
Drew,
What do you
he's
think,
he's
Drew?
a cranky old man, so let's hear what he has to say.
Well, the cranky old man thinks that the old city hall, they like we talked about, it needs to be refurbished, rebuilt, torn down, whatever they decide to do. But I think the worst thing that can happen is if they don't make a decision, you're going to have a corner on the square just sitting there collecting dust.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to hurt. I think that'll hurt downtown more than having activities there and a hotel, restaurants, and some shopping.
Yeah.
I think
There
it
you go.
fits in.
I hope so too. I hope it turns out to be a benefit. So, anyways, I do want to give a shout out to Leza because I usually sit across from her and she jokes about how much prep she puts into this show.
You got big shoes
she
to
puts,
fill right now.
She puts a lot of prep in it. So I'm letting you know, I didn't let her down. I spent at least 5-10 minutes this morning.
I spent a
researching.
solid 3 minutes.
I so hats off to her. Goes, whew, this is a lot of work.
She's an amazing
It's a
human
lot of
being.
work. She's an amazing person.
She works a solid hour a day.
I do. Well,
And I got to tell you guys, I can say this. I don't feel like it's probably a thing either one of you should. You can just say, great point, Candace, and leave it at that. But I saw footage of Lisa because I wasn't able to attend for Dancing for the Stars.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
got a great pair of gams. That woman's got some legs. She's got great legs.
I'm leaving that one alone.
Yeah,
Barry.
that's why I said you don't need to remark.
I agree.
I can say it.
There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. There's nothing wrong
So
with
Lisa, if you're listening, girl, work those. She got legs.
I just don't want to get hit by Scott.
I just okay. So there's only one more rule for the rest of the day. Okay, because
Okay.
Lisa's not here,
Yeah.
and this is probably I'm guaranteeing this is gonna be the last time I ever host this show.
He's already. It's like I'm
Well,
already
he's not
putting
gonna
a
have to
nail
get-
in that coffin.
So far, no
There-
F-bombs, so
there
you're
is-
good.
there- no F bombs will take place, and there's no discussion of bodily functions.
no, I'd rather
I know.
not.
What are we going to talk about the rest of the time? I do not know.
I have
Well,
no
what
clue
we're going to
either.
talk about is, hey, this Sunday, if you're not doing anything, actually it's Saturday. There's a lot going on this weekend. My good friend Mike Vax in the Prescott Jazz Summit is hosting their monthly series at the Top of the Elks, i.e. the Crystal Ballroom. They're doing a Welcome to Fall Jazz Journey at the Elks. That is, let me make sure I got this right here. I don't have my glasses.
Are you going to sit in?
No, I'm not going to sit in.
You're a great jazz
I
singer.
wasn't asked. I wasn't asked.
Wow.
So anyways,
Hint, hint.
you
wink,
hear
wink,
that? You hear
nudge,
that,
nudge.
Mike? So, anyways, that's Saturday night at the Elks. They got Barry Dale, who's a Canadian singer, television stage personality, join them. It's gonna be a great evening. That is at the Crystal Ballroom. Also, this week through the end of the month, actually, is the final production at Prescott Center for the Arts. It'll be Jersey Boys.
I love that show.
It's a story of Frankie Valli
And the Four
the
Seasons.
Four Seasons.
And the music obviously is incredible because it's the Four Seasons music. And that particular show, the way I obviously haven't seen this version yet to know how it was directed, but the way the show moves and the way the show is choreographed and the storytelling within the musical interludes is absolutely stunning. I recommend it to anybody.
So there you go. That started last night, was opening night.
Yep.
It goes through the 29th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights.
Yeah.
And
Ooh,
you,
I'm gonna get
you get your tickets at pcaarts.org, I think, or something like. You can figure it out on your own. Tickets are $35, and then
You
also
can get tickets. Go figure
go
it
figure
out.
it out for yourself. I only put 5 minutes into this.
This is probably why you have 4 really stellar children.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
You're like, go figure it out.
Go figure it out.
Yeah.
So then the other thing going on at the same place at Prescott Center for the Arts is Threads,
Yeah.
which is taking place in the Studio Theater. It's an original production, and it says it is a daydream of the birth of the universe and the history of human thought.
Wow.
I know, that's pretty deep.
Yeah, that is very deep.
I know. I'm like,
I kind of want to know how they're going to put that in a 2-hour window.
I don't know. It's a lot going on.
But I'm
Well-
here for it.
Well, you got till the 22nd of September to
I'm
find out.
excited.
So
There are
those-
2 sets of tickets I need to go buy after this show.
So those are both taking place through the end of the month at PCA, Prescott Center for the Arts. And now here's the thing, because Lisa does this, so I figured I'd stick with her format.
Oh, no.
You know what? Yeah, really.
Is
So-
it time for the weather?
You know, but I'll tell you, it is National Peanut Day.
National Peanut Day.
When you
All
think of
right.
National Peanut Day, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Peanut butter.
No,
Them taking them away from airlines.
no,
Allergies.
no,
Baseball.
no,
Sandwiches?
no.
Why are we so far off
No.
from wherever your head's going?
Brownies is where he's going,
Nope.
I think.
The
Come on.
peanut guy, the guy with the top hat and the glasses?
No, Jimmy Carter.
That would never have entered
No
the
way.
realm of
Jimmy
thought
Carter
process
turns-
How old
at
do you
all.
think we are?
Yeah.
Jimmy, hey, listen, watch it.
Thank you.
I remember
you.
Jimmy, but that didn't
I wasn't
count.
alive.
Jimmy Carter
that was
turns.
us.
Jimmy Carter turns 100 on October 1st.
I thought he passed away.
No, he has not. No, his wife passed away.
Twice
Oh.
passed away.
He's still alive. He's doing our. On behalf of Candace, my apologies to the whole Jimmy Carter family.
I apologize as well.
So anyway, it's National Peanut Day. Well, I remember when I was in junior high, we'd have, while he was president, and kind of was, I think it was more coincidental,
Right.
that peanuts were like actually a side dish on our lunch plate. It was hysterical. There were peanuts in everything. I don't know why that was, but I do remember that.
Well, you didn't have allergies then.
Yeah.
Now
I
you
know,
can't
see-
even look at
see,
them and a
that's-
child dies.
That's why I don't have allergies, because we ate them early on and we built up an immune system for them. I don't know how that works. I don't know. So then there's also, so this I think kind of trumps National Peanut Day.
Okay.
It's International Chocolate Day.
I mean, even the two together is
The two
really
together is
the
like a
ideal.
perfect combination,
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
That's the ideal
So
scenario.
we'll discuss the chocolate day.
Honest
in a
to
little
goodness,
bit.
one of my late night snack, like if you're it's 2 a.m. and you can't sleep and you need that thing to comfort you back into bed, a little scoop, a dollop of peanut butter on a spoon and frozen chocolate chips.
There
Done
you
and
go.
done.
Done and done. I
It's
like
the
it.
best thing ever. And then you're like, well, let's go to bed.
Okay, so the next one's kind of an oxymoron. Okay, this I don't understand how these two.
Lisa's never going to let us
I know
back,
we're not back.
Ever.
I don't know how these 2 days ended up on the same day, but it's National Positive Thinking Day.
I love that.
I love that, but at the same time, it's also this is so funny. It's also
So I should probably mute my mic then.
Yeah.
it's National Positive Thinking Day, but it is also National Blame Somebody Else Day.
Even better. Now I'm back.
Juxtaposition is
I'm like-
absolutely. They're going for the scales of balance
I go,
here.
how does that happen?
Think positively
Did-
and then attack somebody.
Do you think somebody? Do they go like, okay, on this day, who wants this day? And
I do wonder that.
You
I
wonder-
do wonder how they assign days and how do they not conflict with other
I don't
days.
know.
Like, how many things do you have to
I don't
research
know.
to know if you're stepping on the toes of someone else
Well,
in
is
your
it
day?
is it like a board that comes up with this, or is it just like some dude
I-
locked away in a windowless
Well,
room
we should-
somewhere?
We should
or-
try it. We should like promote like a national.
What kind of day do we want that isn't out there yet?
Let's see.
National El Gato Azule Day.
Hey.
Every day is national. I like that one. That's every day.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about that.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure that out. Okay, so it's Uncle Sam Day.
But isn't that the 4th of July?
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's
This is
all right.
specifically the caricature of Uncle Sam.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Evidently, this is the day to recognize Uncle Sam and the story behind it. You know the story behind Uncle Sam, Matt?
no.
Do you know
Enlighten
this?
us.
I know the visual of Uncle Sam. We need you.
Exactly. And that was from 1917. That was the big promo with him, enlisting a gentleman for the army and
Yeah.
that type of thing. But originally, Uncle Sam was not a man.
Okay.
So he represents the United States. So
Right.
Uncle Sam, U.S., duh,
Right.
right? Actually, at first he was a woman.
That would have been better.
It was Columbia was the name, and that was before the United States they're just the colonies, and then
Okay.
before that. But originally, first she was a woman, and then also, yeah, no, it's kind of interesting. I thought so. Also, he was drawn in the image of the artist that drew him. So Uncle Sam is actually after somebody else, kind of like
Oh, so
Norman
it's-
Rockwell used to do.
yeah.
It's like a self-portrait.
It's like self-portrait.
Characterized self
But originally, a guy by the name of, I can't remember his name here, I got it written down here somewhere. I don't know. Oh, Samuel Wilson.
Okay.
So this is a great deal. The guy got a contract with the military to supply beef to the troops.
Okay.
And so he labeled the boxes and stuff that came in U.S. And they're just because, United States. I said, where's that coming? It's from Uncle Sam. So that's where the whole story started.
Look at that. I just
Uncle
got
Sam.
smarter.
Yeah, see that? I know.
Well done, Barry.
I don't know about smarter.
We're at the
Um,
school of Barry Barb.
The worst part is Drew probably knew this whole thing.
He probably
'cause
knew-
he knows everything.
He lived through it, for God's sake. Come on.
He did.
Don't be mean.
I'm opening. Yes, I control your mic. We know how that works. Okay, so the big news for this weekend, the big news is that the Prescott Pops are presenting the Music of the West, featuring Dusty Rogers and the Rogers Legacy Trio, Sunday, September 15th at 3 o'clock at the Yavapai College Performing Arts Center. Jim and
Sounds
Linda Lee.
amazing.
All right, here's the deal. I had an opportunity to interview this gentleman. Mm-hmm. So a few months ago, someone contacted me. Brenda Olson actually contacted me and said, we'd like you to interview Dusty for your column, The Prescott Palette. I said, okay, that'd be lovely.
Great column, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It took me a little while. It took us a little while to connect. But at first I thought I didn't realize it was actually Roy Rogers' son. I thought it was like
That's a big deal.
I thought it was like a grandson, cousin, something like that.
Yeah.
So we connected a few times, and we just kind of kept on a reschedule. Just absolutely the nicest man you would ever want to talk with.
I love that.
He was just so genuine and so nice. And it just showed you so much of how his upbringing was.
Yeah.
And he shared a lot of these anecdotes about growing up and things like that, and just how he said one of the things he said was the best part about being Roy Rogers' son is I've never heard anybody say negative comment about my dad or Dale Evans. Sorry. So yeah,
Isn't that lovely?
I know.
Like, what a legacy to leave behind where
I know,
everybody speaks a
amazing.
kind word. That's
so
amazing.
when we come back in a few minutes after these brief ads, we're going to have a little bit of Roy Rogers trivia.
Can I use my phone?
No, you can't use your phone. So we'll be back in a few minutes on Leza Live in just a few moments. Welcome back to Leza Live. I'm filling in for Leza today. I'm Barry, and my guest host today is the lovely Candace Devine.
Hello, everybody.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, I know. Do you have any Friday the 13th stories before we go into Roy Rogers?
Like stuff that I've done?
No, do you have any phobias or are you concerned about the 13th?
Sometimes, but not really.
No?
I mean, I don't like the day, but it always seems like something bad is going to happen.
I think of it as a good luck day because I just, it's like whatever, why not? It can be any day, I suppose.
It can,
but
yeah.
Why do we know the history of how? Because buildings don't have a 13th floor.
Listen, I put 5 minutes into this. I have no
Hold on,
idea.
I got you, Drew.
You know what I mean, Drew?
Okay, Drew.
Why is Friday the 13th a thing? I mean, there are movies, obviously.
What's going on here?
Why did you make Friday the 13th a thing, Drew?
Well, I tried a long time ago. No, well,
So we don't
it's
know.
Is there a
just their
story?
superstitions.
There's no story behind it?
It's just
Hey,
superstitions.
all right, if someone knows the story behind Friday the 13th,
Call
how
us.
it got its history and
Can we
everything,
do that?
call us
Yeah.
at 928-541-1016.
Yeah, give us some
And we'll take
history.
your call, and Drew will let you say something nice, though, okay?
Especially to Drew. He's the
Especially-
commander of the phone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and a couple things we did forget about this weekend was Equine Fest.
Oh, love that thing.
Out because you're a big
I'm a horse girl.
You're a huge. We're
Yeah,
gonna talk about that. You're a
Equine
huge
Fest is
horse
great.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell what was you? What was the team you coached?
I don't know if anybody here will appreciate it, but I used to coach the USC equestrian team
That's pretty
to
amazing.
a couple
Wow.
national championships.
That's
I might
amazing.
add.
Yeah.
I was very proud of that. It was really fun.
And then tomorrow all day long we got Hope Fest down on the plaza.
Also lovely.
I think it's the 12th annual. I think it is. And the weather's gonna be good this year. No rain, right, Drew? Drew's on the phone. He's on.
Oh,
listen.
he's on the phone
Somebody's
already.
calling to
Look
tell
at
us about
that.
Friday the 13th.
Okay.
See, Barry's on, and we get callers like, bam. Like, oh, we're gonna put him straight. I like
Okay.
it.
Do we have a caller on the line? All right, we got Scott on the line. How you doing, Scott?
Hi.
Okay, so what's the history of Friday the 13th?
They rounded up all the Knights Templar and put them to death on the 13th.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad luck
Wow,
day.
that's horrible.
Really? I didn't
That's
know
bad.
that. Oh, wow.
What it was.
Okay. Well, Hey, what are you doing today, Scott? You got big plans for the weekend?
I worked on the weekend.
Okay. Well, have fun. I work on the weekends too, so I'm with you, brother.
I do too.
Yeah, me too.
We all do.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Okay.
feel you.
All
Have
right.
a good day.
All right. Thanks. Appreciate that. Well, there you go. We had
That
the
was
answer.
awesome.
No
That was
wonder
quick.
people think of that as a bad luck day.
That
I
would
mean,
be
like
bad.
not a great luck
I
day.
know.
That would suck.
How about Scott calling in? Like,
I know. Thank
bam,
you.
really on it.
He's
I
like,
love
I got
that.
your
That was
answer right here.
great.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Scott did a great job.
I
know,
love
that's
that kind
good.
of action.
Okay, so listen. We're back to Roy Rogers. Okay.
Okay.
Dusty Rogers is Roy Rogers' son. He'll be at the Jim and Linda Lee Performing Arts Center on
is a
Sunday at
beautiful
3
theater.
o'clock with the Prescott Pops Symphony. Music of the West is the theme. It's going to be
Love that.
incredible. That place always sells out for these events, but this one is extra special, I think, because people. Do you go downtown on Whiskey Road? You know the Western Heritage Center is. They got a whole big Roy Rogers display there and stuff like
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty
I'm gonna
cool.
Check that out.
All right, so here's the question.
I'm ready.
Okay, how many movies was Roy Rogers in?
Oh, man.
Come on. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm glad he's not
okay,
asking
so
me. He's asking
my
you because I have no clue.
great-uncle,
Dun,
Andy
dun,
Devine
dun,
was in
dun,
over
dun, dun,
400.
dun, dun,
Whoa.
So my thought is he would have been in that same,
dun, 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 dun,
because
dun,
all those
dun.
Western films, there were so many.
We really need to have that Jeopardy music
Yeah, that
playing
music
instead of me
playing.
doing it myself.
Do you know the answer? Is it in
I
the
do know the
hundreds?
answer. It's over 90.
Okay, so it's not
But
in
this-
the
It's not
hundreds.
It's not
400.
it. But he was in 100 episodes of his own
There you
show,
go,
his
okay.
own television show.
Yeah.
Okay. How long were he and Dale Evans married?
Ooh. Dun,
Forever.
Dun, 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 dun. 54 years.
51 years.
Ah, I was so
51
close.
years.
51 years. How many books did Dale Evans write?
7.
Nope. You're close. There's a 7 in it.
Whoa.
Wow.
I know. 27. She wrote
Wow.
27 books.
That's amazing.
Okay. The next one is. Okay, so
So
Roy-
far, my instincts are actually pretty close to center.
they're pretty
Yeah.
close to center. There's a little too far. You're real close. I was giving you some props there, then you just blew it by that. So, anyways, the other thing is, do you know what Roy Rogers' real name is?
Oh, I did know this somewhere in my brain, but it's not there
I gotta look
anymore.
this up because it's completely different.
Yeah.
Leonard
Yep.
Franklin Sly.
Yeah.
That was his birth name.
Yeah. Old Hollywood was not having that.
Yeah, he was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, a little town called Duck Run, not too far from where I grew up. What was the name of his horse? Come on, this easy one.
Trigger.
Exactly. What breed was Trigger?
Oh.
Palomino.
A golden Palomino. Okay,
Palomino.
you guys sit the next question out, okay, Drew?
Yeah.
See, I told you. Here comes
Oh, I
Drew.
love this.
Okay,
though.
so what was Roy Rogers? What was his dog's name that was in his TV show?
Fetch.
No,
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Bullet.
Bullet.
And Bullet was
Oh.
in every episode of his TV show and 8 movies, and he was actually the family dog. That was their dog. Their actually family dog was.
Yeah, they just kept the family working. I love
Okay,
this.
so I got a couple
Yeah,
more.
so
of
he
these.
never got a day off again.
Exactly, poor dog. Well, there's 2 really good ones. Okay, that's this one I really like. So Roy Rogers, his original theme song, Dale Evans was his 3rd wife. Actually, he was his 3rd wife.
Did not know that.
Yes, it was his 3rd wife. And anyways, his original theme song was "Smiles Come from the Sunshine" or "Made Up of the Sunshine," something like that was his theme song when he was Roy Rogers. And Dale Evans said he needed something more befitting of the Western genre and something more cowboy-esque. So she took to writing the song. What's the name of the theme song? What was it?
Happy trails to you.
You were supposed to sit this one out, Drew.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought we passed it.
I'm glad he beat me to
It
it, but
was.
that one I knew.
It was Happy Trails, and she wrote it in 30 minutes on the back of a napkin And the inspiration was the beginning of the Grand Canyon Suite, where the French horns come in, and that was her inspiration for the song.
Wow.
And she wrote Happy Trails, and it is
Happy
one of the
trails
most
to you until we meet
recognizable
again.
theme songs in television, movie, radio history.
Iconic.
Iconic.
Everybody knows
It's
it.
iconic.
And she wrote in 30 minutes. That's wild.
Okay,
It's
so here's the other thing.
fantastic.
I got 2 more, then I'm going to stop. We'll move on. But anyways, they were known for personally answering all their fan mail.
Oh,
That's
see, that
nice.
doesn't
Okay.
exist anymore. This is why everybody says nice things
I believe
about
this
Roy
to a
Rogers.
point because in 1 month, at the height, they received 78,852 fan letters. I'm thinking they didn't sit down and read every one.
They might have had people read them
Read
for
them.
them, and
I
they'll
know.
reply like generically, maybe.
And this is how smart Roy Rogers was and how ahead of his time he was. This is awesome because in 1940, he had a clause entered into his contract that guaranteed him sole rights to his likeness, name,
Brilliant.
image.
Yeah.
So he everything
figured out the system real
he
early.
knew
Yeah.
it really early.
Yeah.
So that is all about Roy Rogers as much as I know.
Brilliant man.
I appreciate so much
Kind man.
Dusty Rogers taking the time to chat with me the other day. A really, really great gentleman with a great story, and he's doing a great job of carrying the family legacy forward. We're going to take another short break. We'll be back in just a few minutes with Leza Live. Live. Okay, and here we go. We are off to Free Food for Us Friday. Okay, listen. I know Lisa's not here. No, she's not even listening. She's not even thinking about it.
She's not thinking about
So-
us at
She's not
all.
thinking about
So
it.
you brought in the ribeye you've been
So-
promising, other than the ribeye ice cream, right?
No, but okay, so here's the deal. So a couple weeks ago, we went to Grandma's Bakery. I love Jessica.
Great
Great
place.
Great. Love her snacks. Love her cookies. Love her everything.
Great buns.
So
too.
today,
hamburger buns.
yeah, the hamburger
Because
buns.
they
Yeah.
use I know they use the grandma's
So
hamburger
let's see.
buns at
Lisa
Sam's.
has nice gams. Jessica has nice buns.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We've pretty
I
much
can
covered
say
that
it.
now.
I can say
You
it.
can say it.
You
exactly.
guys just stay quiet.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
So it is International Chocolate Day, and I'm in the process of actually perfecting because my daughter is getting married in a few weeks.
She is.
She is.
Wow,
That's
congratulations.
Audrey and
exciting.
Ryan are
Where
getting
is she
married.
getting married?
So they're getting married October 9th
Okay.
at Moira's Farm.
Oh, that's gonna be.
It's going to be a beautiful setting. And so they're doing all the food.
Yeah.
I'm doing the cake. So anyways, that's my
Yeah.
my
Contribution.
contribution to the thing. And
And
so
then you also get to enjoy the wedding that way. Which
I know
is nice.
exactly. So
That's
I'm making in the process of perfecting a chocolate s'mores cake.
Sweet.
So it's going to be s'mores, and then that's for the groom, and then on the top is going to be a confetti cake for my daughter, Audrey.
Aw.
So I've been messing with this, and so the cake tasting officially is Sunday. So I go to my other favorite bakery, which I don't get to go to as much anymore, Pangea Bakery, which used to be
also
located
great.
right downtown the Firehouse Plaza.
Yeah.
Loved it for years and years and years. They've been out on Iron Springs for,
Yeah, they're by me.
oh man, I don't know how long they've been out there now.
A few years.
But I think 2020, 2 years? 2 years?
20
No, they've been
4
longer
years.
than 2 years, right?
I think.
Drew says 2.
I drive by it, literally going to and from.
Me too.
Been a couple
Okay.
years.
I think it's been
Okay.
like 4 years.
Well, obviously, Drew knows more than
Yeah,
we
Drew-
do.
Drew does know more
Show
than we
off.
do.
Jesus.
He does know more than
Jeez.
we do. That's just evident.
Talk about
actually.
making us all feel small.
I
You know?
mean,
I
it
never
just-
feel small.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it just
You're
makes me
getting there.
feel.
You haven't been
honored.
small for
there.
a long time, buddy.
I've been small since 7th grade.
Well, this ain't going to help any. So anyway, so I go to pick up some chocolate brownies today from Pangea.
Yeah.
The selection is just like, you can't even, it's just like, it's like one of the things, like a menu. So when I go out to eat,
Yeah.
in order to decide what I have to eat, they have to have 2 items on the menu and be out of one. Otherwise, I
You
want
want
like
you
one
wanna
of
taste everything.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I want those appetizers, I want that salad, I want
See,
that
I just ordered that. I just
I
go,
just do
well,
that.
you're going to have a bite, and I'm going to have a bite, and somebody else
yeah.
is going to have a bite, so we should try 6 things instead
See,
of 2.
that is me. My family's used to it. We go out to eat, it's like appetizers now. And So anyway, so I go to Pangea this morning. Beautiful location as far as the place inside is just amazing. It's just, you feel like you walk into a little European pastry shop, and it's just incredible. So anyways, I did that. So before I go to the s'mores brownies, which that's what we're having today, I had the absolute best Danish, I think, in my life that is an excuse for breakfast.
Well, okay, which one is it?
It was bacon jam and
Oh, yeah.
Parmesan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my Lord. If
They've
it-
done that one before. They also have done like an artichoke, cream cheese,
I'm telling-
tomato. They
I'm telling you right now,
Wow.
if it wasn't chocolate day, we'd all be eating those things right now. But instead,
Save it
you
for
really
Lisa.
did bring chocolate.
Because
He
I'll let
wasn't
you know.
kidding, y'all.
so these are chocolate s'mores brownies. So they're the young lady goes, it's like,
Oh,
okay,
hold
I-
one up to the camera.
I need
yeah,
8
yeah.
of these. I need 4 in one box and 4 in another. Look at that thing. That's incredible. So it's chocolate brownie with a, I believe it's a marshmallow cream in the middle, graham cracker crust. I don't know.
It's called a middle of heaven.
It's a
And then,
s'mores. It is a s'mores.
how do you propose? Okay, there we go. I was like,
Look,
you want me
hey.
just to?
Just shove it in your face, Candace.
I'm only gonna take a bite. We can just share this one, unless
oh,
we're
no, no,
okay.
no.
Oh,
we're
no,
not-
he
we're
brings
not-
one for everybody.
It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
done
this-
this a couple times. And the
Do
amount
you
of
remember I asked you once? I was like, when you go out to eat, like, how do you turn your brain off from being a chef?
I've gotten better about it. I used to be really bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said that to me the same
Yeah.
day, and then our food came, and immediately you were like, they did this wrong.
Yeah. It's probably my own
He's
restaurant.
like, no, it wasn't. I won't name where it was,
Okay.
but it was definitely one of those things. You're like, I've gotten so much better about it. I just enjoy it. And
Yeah,
then
and
the
then-
food came, and you were like,
I know.
they did this all backwards.
You regress. So, anyways, this is thank you, Nicole and Pangea Bakery. I haven't tasted it yet, but man, it looks incredible. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
She does. Now, the only person that makes my favorite brownies ever
it does not suck.
is Maureen Holliver, one of my wife's best friends. Maureen makes these chocolate brownies. And I'm basically just saying this so she'll feel obligated to bring me some.
I like your style. I like
But
the
they're
tactics.
absolutely incredible. I love them. All right, here you go. Ready?
That's pretty great.
I don't have a
guys.
fork.
Oh.
So I'll just talk while you guys eat,
no,
because
no.
someone has to have
Go for it.
noise going through the air. So
All right. I'm trying to eat just.
and Drew, I think, is already done with his.
All right.
Of course I sampled it.
oh,
That's
so
my
now-
job.
Pretty amazing.
I'm pretty good.
Very good.
All right, so before we go to the movies, and before I break, I want you to talk a little bit. Candace is very involved in the music scene in Prescott. If you've not, you have expanded it to the point where it is really unrecognizable from where it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. Not only you, but other people in the community have really stepped up and done a lot. But you have
You included. Yeah, our musician crew is amazing. And when I say that, I mean citywide. Like,
Right.
we have such unbelievable talent here. We have such unbelievable passion for the arts and music here. It's really a remarkable place to enjoy, love, experience, play, be a part of our music community
And, so
and
for,
arts, really.
and so for the last 3 years, you presented the Pure Imagination Festival at Watson Lake.
Yes.
You're getting
my
ready?
love, my baby, my child.
You're getting ready for your 4th season. So give me, everyone, a little bit of history on the first 3 years, how this came about.
Yeah.
And then a little bit about next week, you're going to be presenting in front of City Council. And so talk about that. But start at the beginning there.
I will
so I can eat
try
my
to make
brownie.
it brief too. Yeah, you eat and enjoy. For those listening, I started the music festival. We were coming out of the pandemic, and it was 2021 that I started to observe that people were more and more and more by the day becoming divided. People had mixed opinions on everything that was happening in our society, and I saw people cutting off their own family members for disagreements and not talking to people anymore, and saying I could never be friends with somebody who disagreed with me on this one thing, completely forgetting that as humans we are complex.
Oh, so you've met Ma Hinshaw.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? I just saw
I'm sorry,
people
Mom.
really digging in their heels. Yeah, you be nice to your mom.
Don't worry, she'll call in and yell later.
Good. I hope she does. I will defend
She
her.
will.
You know, I just saw people digging in their heels. And the thing is that, yes, all the things we hold true and near and dear to our heart are very important. And you should have conviction. But also, dismantling your relationships over one part of your life is just a ridiculous thing to do. So I had brainstormed the idea that we needed a place where people could remember what they had in common, and music is a really good agitator of that. People love live music. You can go into a bar, a venue, a concert hall, and see all different kinds of people with all different personalities, backgrounds, shapes, sizes, opinions, enjoying something together. And so there is where the beginning of Pure Imagination was conceptualized.
Okay, hold it right there. We're going to take a short break.
Do it.
We'll be right back with Candace Vine telling us more about the Pure Imagination Festival. We'll be back in just a minute with Leza Live. Welcome back to Leza Live. I'm Barry, and joining me today is Candace Devine, and I'm literally licking marshmallow cream off my fingers. So, anyways, while I'm doing this, Candace, carry
I
on
will
with
keep
your.
it brief and carry on. Just to recap, the idea of Pure Imagination came about for a communal experience to bring people back together to, their commonalities and to our neighborliness of everybody's hometown. So that's what it was born out of. What most people don't know, I got a personal loan to launch this thing.
Wow.
Which I put my money where my mouth was. I really believed in it, and I had no way to fund it other than to really do that. So there was a generous benefactor who allowed me to take a loan, and we started the festival, and it has grown year by year ever since, and we are one of Prescott's largest events at this point.
So not only are you one of the largest, you are probably one of the only events of this scale that have not received any funding or backing from the city. Is that correct?
I haven't asked. That is
You haven't
correct.
asked.
I had
Okay.
not. I hadn't for the first three. I have not asked. I really wanted to make something. It's a chicken and egg situation. You
Right.
have to build it for people to understand it,
Right.
and then in order for people to support it, you need support. So I had to get to the part where I built it and could show the trajectory, the popularity, the enjoyment, and the success of it. I'm at a point now where I need a little support. What most people don't realize is that an event like this, well, my event costs more than any other event in Prescott. That's what I can tell you for one
Right.
day. And it's for a number of reasons. We use Watson Lake, which is our stunning indigenous land. I love it. I think it's the most stunning place to put up live music. However, I have to bring in all the infrastructure. That's really expensive.
Right.
Artists are really expensive. NAMAC touring artists are more expensive than, if you think you know what an act should cost, just triple it. And that's what that costs.
So you've had this great event for 3 years.
Yes.
And on Tuesday the 24th, you're going to go in front of City Council and present your.
Yeah, I'm going to present my case. Basically, our economic reports have come back in, and it just shows what I can share is last year our day and a half event brought in $890,000 of economic impact through bed tax and tourism and people of the festival dropping their money into the city of
That's
Prescott,
great.
which I was really proud of. We've done a lot for our community. And so at this point, I'm just asking City Council if they could give me a little love, a little bit of a financial landing pad to start, nothing that's going to drive up taxes or anything
And
like
this would come from the
Yeah.
bed tax money.
Yeah, bed tax money,
Right,
tourism
exactly.
money.
So it's not anything. Yes.
No, and the city does this for a number of events to secure that these things keep going for our community. And additionally, just to include me in the woven fabric of Prescott events, the way the city promotes the rodeo and the whiskey off-road and the other big things they do, I'd just like to be mentioned in that list.
Well, I think you should. So the meeting is next Tuesday the 24th, actually.
Yeah.
At City Hall on
At 3
third-
p.m.
on
I'm
the
going to
third
be
floor?
presenting on the third floor.
So if you're interested and you have support this program, come on down and
Yeah,
show some
come
love
join
also
me.
to Candace. And right now we're going to move on to film review.
Okay, I got like 4 minutes. I can do it.
You only got 4 minutes?
I got 4 minutes. I
Oh,
can do it.
Where's Ma?
Well, she comes in after.
Okay, you
the
got 4
next
minutes then,
segment.
Ma?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Carry on.
Yeah, well, or I can
Hey,
do.
hey, listen,
we're winging it.
It's my show today.
We're winging
you
it.
can,
It is.
You
You
can
do
have
what you want.
You can have. We've already used 1 minute, so you can have 3 minutes now.
I got 3 minutes.
You have
I
3
do.
minutes now.
Yeah. Okay. So
The
I
film
talked about
is-
it. Killer's Game right there. I'll put it on the screen. Let's see if I can get it
Okay.
to pop up for our listeners here.
That just looks
Where did it
intense.
go? There it is.
2.5 minutes.
Okay. So it's Dave Bautista.
Is that him?
Stars, yes.
Okay.
Dave Bautista, better known as he's from WWE. He Drax
he's a
and Guardians of the
wrestling guy.
Galaxy. Yeah. So
Okay.
he was really big and cut and just. So he plays an assassin, and this is all in the trailer. So this isn't spoiling.
There's no spoilers.
He's plays an assassin.
Following the Dwayne the Rock Johnson vibe.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
been doing it not as long, but
Yeah,
a
that-
good 10 years
that
now.
transition,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really? Okay.
So he plays an assassin that is diagnosed with a serious medical condition, hires a assassin company like what he works for to put a hit out on himself because he doesn't want to slowly die. And he finds out literally minutes before the hit is supposed to start and take place, the time, that they mixed up the records and
And
he's
it wasn't
perfectly
his
fine.
results.
Of course.
And chaos ensues.
that
no.
is my that's
So-
a story of my life.
Really?
Being
That's a story,
an
yeah, I'd be-
assassin?
and yeah.
I
Well,
believe
not
it.
so much an assassin or whatever, but yeah, I would be
This
the guy
was
that
written about you.
I'd be the guy that gets that news and finds
yeah.
out it's completely not
Yeah,
true.
So,
But I want to see this film really bad.
I really enjoyed it. I thought
You
it was
really
a lot
enjoy-
of fun.
You really enjoyed
did.
it? How really enjoyed it? Did you
Like
really
good
enjoy
writing, clever.
it? What was the
action-based.
best part of it?
The best part of it is the action. The action is over the top, and the cinematography is very, very good.
Well, I'm so glad you have a
And-
film you really like because it's been a while since you've liked
Not,
anything
it's been
like.
a little bit. Like,
Wait, come
not,
on, let's go
not
through
a
the
ton.
list. Let's go through the list.
Yeah, well,
It's been a
we don't
while.
have time.
You've had a dry spell. We're down to 36. We have Ma on
Okay,
the
so-
phone.
No, not yet.
Not yet, okay.
I'll let her know to call in.
Okay.
She calls in usually during the ads, but
Okay.
so they have transitions. I'm not going to ruin it. I'll just say there's a lot of transitions from scene to scene.
Okay.
Some of the best, most interesting transitions I've seen in a film in a long time.
Oh.
If you liked Bullet Train or if you like Guy Ritchie, this is very much like that.
Who's the
It's,
director of this?
I got to.
I wouldn't know who it is. Anyways, I was curious because you said Guy Ritchie. I'm
Right
like,
there, J.J. Perry.
Oh.
So it is not Guy Ritchie, but he's clearly inspired by Guy Ritchie and the way he told the film and the way he does things in the film, and presents it in the cinematography. And he does this thing where he has 4 different frames on one screen, kind of like a comic book, and there's 4 different things kind of going on, which is very Guy Ritchie-esque.
Kind of like the Partridge Family.
Yeah, kind of, but not really, because it's assassins and murdering and death. But
Obviously, side by
It's-
side comparison. Clearly.
it's a hard R. There's a lot of blood, guts, and gore. A lot
Okay.
of
Okay, I will not
really,
be taking-
really
Okay.
creative murders. Yes.
Okay, so what do you? How many
So,
reels are you giving this puppy?
I give it 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So my advice is, this is a great date night movie. It's a comedy.
Wait a minute,
it's
it's
an
a great,
action movie.
a great date.
Oh
night
yeah,
movie?
dude.
Who are you
It is-
dating?
it is.
This could be
No.
why you're alone. I'm thinking this is why
I have a
you're
lot
alone.
of reasons why I'm alone, Barry. You really want to go down that hole? We don't have the time. We need another 4 hours.
You got 30 seconds.
But no, it's a love story. The first 45 minutes of the film is a love story, and then the chaos ensues, and that's what makes
you
it even
sure?
more
So it keeps it
impactful.
moving.
Yes,
Are you sure?
I am very sure. I just saw it last night.
Okay. Do you know anything about Rotten Tomatoes? What they published?
I didn't look at
I
Rotten
didn't look at
Tomatoes.
it.
That's a
I-
Leza thing.
I only did 5 minutes. That's all. I didn't have time. That would require another 2 minutes. Hey, listen, we'll be right
I'll look
back.
it
with,
up.
We'll be back with Ma Hinshaw after the break. We'll be right back in a few minutes with Leza Live. Welcome back to Leza Live. I'm Barry, and joining me today is Candace Devine, Matt Hinshaw, and the lovely Drew Imity. How are you doing, Drew?
Lovely Drew
Lovely.
Imity.
I just found
Boy,
out,
that was bad.
I just found out the age difference between all of us in this room, and I feel worse than I did at the
No,
beginning.
the age difference is we're all young.
Yeah, we're all young
See?
at heart.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have Ma on the
Except
phone?
for me.
Do we have Ma Hinshaw on the phone? Good morning,
yeah.
Ma.
Morning, y'all.
How you doing?
Fine, except I'm going to have to spank Matthew. That's very naughty of you.
Yep,
I'm very
you just
nice
go shake
mom.
your
I
finger
know.
right at him.
Yo,
He's
trust
throwing
me.
you under the bus.
Trust
no
me. We're,
reason.
She lives under the bus.
No, you
yeah. You know who's gonna be pushed around? Who's gonna need to be pushed around after this show when we take him out back? That little Matt
Good.
Hinshaw.
That's fine.
Thank
I
you.
might get a break then.
We're taking this down.
You know
We're-
what we need
we're
to
gonna
tell
take it down.
Matt? The universal mother phrase. I brought you into this world. I can put you back.
Oh, yeah.
Believe me, she's tried.
True.
So, Ma, what did you think of the movie The Killer's Game?
I really liked it, and I was kind of surprised because it has a really sweet love story involved in the middle of all this killing and bloodletting.
Bloodletting.
So much
Bloodletting.
love in the middle of bloodshed.
Yes. So,
It has a really interesting story to it.
okay.
There's funny parts. There's really sweet parts to it. I thought the acting was great. Sophia, who's his love, very good job, wonderful job.
So, what was your favorite part of the
and
film?
if you like violent, like John Wick type movies,
love
this
John
is
Wick. Oh,
for
my
you.
Okay.
Quite beautiful six-pack abs.
Oh, see, there you go. See, I knew,
of
See,
new
I knew at
Exactly.
some
folk,
part in this.
and I just
She's
was
just on
surprised
it.
because I'm like, is this another one of those? And it was fun.
Okay, so besides the six-pack abs, what was your favorite part of the film?
The six-pack abs.
yeah,
All right, well,
that's what it was.
There's your answer.
Yeah.
So, how many cookies you gonna give it, Ma?
4.
4?
And how dare you copy me, Matthew?
I
Oh
didn't
my
copy you. You
gosh.
copied me.
So, Ma,
Oh, I did not.
Shame.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to join you guys last night for dinner on the show. When are you back in town?
I don't know when I'm leaving.
She might
Oh.
be here for 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
How
great.
fun is that?
I'm just gonna start dropping her off at Torme and be
There
like,
you
here,
go.
just hang out with Barry
I
all
know.
day.
Hey, I'm all over it. I got you. I'm all over it.
You could put her to work. Make her like fold something,
I know,
or
that's a good idea.
she's a good cook.
Oh, there you go. You never know. You never know. All right, we're gonna take Matt out back and take care of that for you, Ma.
That's
Don't
fine.
worry about it.
That's fine.
Well, Ma,
Thank
thanks
you.
for calling
Y'all
us.
have a good day, even though it is the 13th.
Okay, you too.
You too.
Have a good one, Ma.
Bye.
Matt, say goodbye to your mother.
Goodbye, mother.
Oh my gosh,
She heard it.
she heard it. All right, how much time we got left? We got a few minutes.
We got like 2 minutes.
We got 2 minutes. Okay, so
I can tell you what I'm doing next week if you want.
Oh, sure. What are you doing next?
I'm gonna
Okay.
go watch this cartoon, the Transformers One.
Oh yeah.
It's the only big movie that's coming out next week. I can take
Yeah.
Bodhi to that
Yeah.
one,
You get
and
to
then
go
we'll
to
go to
movie day.
Metallica afterwards.
I will have to
mean,
admit,
yeah.
I like Transformers much better than I thought I would, because I generally don't like films like that. So the original ones, I
Yeah.
I had no idea what, so I just kind of put it off because I didn't want it. I'm like, yeah, but it's actually much better than I thought.
This has a very good voice cast. Scarlett Johansson is one of the many actors on it. Brian Tyree Henry, Chris Hemsworth, and this, from the people I know that have seen it already, because I know a lot of people down in the valley that got screener for this already about a month ago.
Okay.
This is very much in the vein of the original cartoon from the 80s.
Okay.
And they loved it. So if you're a true, Transformers fan, this might be a not to miss film.
Okay, so next week we're going to hear all about Transformers 1.
Yeah.
Okay, in the meantime, we're ready to sign off.
You
We
sure?
got- I'm not
you
ready.
got you got a minute.
I know, I got some stuff I was going to say for
Oh,
us.
okay.
Are you
go
okay
ahead.
over there?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Can I fire?
He's recovering.
Am
right
I
now.
allowed to fire people?
Yeah.
Yes, you
Mom
are.
was ready
Okay,
to
good. For the next 2
spank him.
minutes, you're fired.
Okay.
Good lordy. Oh, my gosh. Hey, thank you, Leza, so much for letting me sit in. Our thoughts are with you while you are in La Jolla we're thinking about you, though. So we'll see you next week. Leza will be back on Monday. In the meantime, we got this weekend.
The
we got,
audience is probably like, oh, thank God.
oh, yeah, I know. Exactly. Yeah, like, please, we can't do any more of this. But in the meantime, for this weekend, you've got Jazz at the Elks. Welcome to the Fall at the Elks. You've got Jersey Boys and Threads over at Prescott Center for the Arts. You've got the Equine Festival, Hope Fest downtown. And we've got one more thing. Oh, Roy Rogers
yeah.
with the Pops Sunday
What
at
a
3
great
o'clock.
weekend.
I know it's a lot. How
So
do you
much stuff
choose?
going on. Well, you just got to do it all.
Well, Candace, thank you so much for joining me.
I've had such a blast. I always love getting to hang out with you guys. This is always fun.
I
And
know.
hello to everybody driving or at home or listening wherever. Thank you for tuning in and putting up with us while we substitute for Leza.
I know.
That was
She'll be
very
back
nice.
on Monday.
Yeah.
You done? Are we
No,
done?
I could keep going all day.
we
but
done?
yeah,
We got
should
how
be
long?
done. I don't hear music
All right.
yet.
Well, thanks so much for joining us. Leza will be back on Monday. This has been Leza Live. I'm Barry, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.